Hello everyone, Desert Gardener here, and I'm going to be talking about the Hori Hori garden knife. Now I was watching a video here on YouTube recently, and another gardener was talking about this tool. And he's a reasonably popular gardener, and he's definitely somebody I recommend in the world of gardening. But I really think he got it wrong in the regards to this tool. So I'm going to attempt to explain why and give you my thoughts on it. Now, first off, hori in Japanese means to dig. And he spent the majority of the time in his video comparing it to a garden trowel. And I can definitely see why. They're both digging tools and they both have a similar look and shape. But that's really where the similarities end. So I think the best way to illustrate what I was trying to say is to show you this tool here. Now this is a multi-tool. Specifically, this is a Leatherman Skele-tool. Now it has a blade here and it opens up to a pair of pliers, and there's a bottle opener here, and it has a screwdriver here at the end. Now can I tighten and loosen screws with this? Well, absolutely I can. Can it do a better job than, say, a full-size multi-directional ratcheting screwdriver like this one here from Husky? Absolutely not. The full-size tool is always going to be the better choice. The idea behind a multi-tool is its portability and convenience. It even has a little pocket clip here. Put it in your pocket and forget about it. And then when you come across a screw that you need tightening, you have it here. Nobody's going to want to carry a full-size screwdriver around all day, let alone a pair of pliers, bottle opener, knife, and all that. You'd have to wear a full-size tool belt all day. So unless you're a tradesman or something, no one's going to be doing that. And that's essentially what this is. A Hori Hori knife is a multi-tool. Now you can see it's shaped a lot like a garden trowel, so it's good for digging, but it also has this pointed edge here, which is good for weeding, like this weeding tool. Now it also has this sharpened edge here, and that's a lot like a fixed blade knife. It even has this little notch here, and this is good for cutting twine and stuff, like a pair of scissors. It also has this serrated edge that's a lot like this folding saw here. And of course, you can see it has a ruler here, which is a lot like this measuring tape. So it does a lot of things pretty well. Now, does it do anything better than the dedicated tools? No, it doesn't. That's the idea behind this, is its convenience. So you put it in a sheath and you wear it on your belt, and when you head into the garden, and if you're like me, you probably go into the garden with the idea of doing one thing, and then you find 3 or 4 other things to do. And then you have the convenience of this multi-tool where you can get a lot of different things done. And let's face it, people are lazy, and you may not take the time to walk back to the house to get the proper tool. So this is very easy and convenient. Now, does that mean that I recommend this tool? Well, it really depends on how your garden is set up. So let's say, for example, that you have a garden shed and it's right next to your garden. And you go out into the garden and you find some task that you need a tool to do. And you can just simply reach into your shed, get the proper tool, and you're done. So you probably would never need a Hori Hori tool. But let's say, for example, that you have a garden and your garden shed or wherever you keep your tools is a good distance away. Well, then you may not want to take the time to walk back into your house or shed to get the proper tool. So having this on your belt can become very convenient, and you just simply pull it out, do what you need to do, and you're good. Now, is that your only option? Well, of course not. You can get, for example, a bucket caddy. Now, if you're not sure what that is, it's kind of like a tool belt, but it goes around a 5-gallon bucket. and it has all these pockets, and you put all these different tools in the pockets, and you take the bucket out with you when you're heading into the garden. Problem is, if you're like me, you're probably going to get really bored of schlepping that bucket back and forth to the garden every day, and eventually you're going to start leaving it back at the house, and you're going to find yourself without a tool. And another option is the mailbox option. Now, I've been seeing a lot of gardeners talk about this. What they do is they take an old mailbox, they put it on a post, and they put it in or near their garden. And when they need a tool of some kind, they simply open it up, grab whatever they need, do the job, put it back in. And because it's completely enclosed on all sides, your tool is going to remain relatively clean and dry. And I think this is a really good option. But the idea here is you need to get the option that's right for you. All gardening is local, and no one tool is going to be perfect for each person. So pick the option that you think is going to be best for you. And for example, if you think the Hori Hori tool is the right one for you, I was looking this up online last night, and Walmart is having actually a really good sale on this. I think it was $16. That is way less than I paid. Usually this runs between $20 and $30 depending on where you get it. $16 is a pretty good deal. Now, if you're watching this months or years later, that sale is probably end. And Temu has an inexpensive knockoff. It's about 14 bucks. Now the handle's plastic and the holster is a nylon, so it's not quite as nice, but it's an inexpensive alternative. So use the option that's right for you. So I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, all I ask is you like the video, and if you want to see more, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.